No, they've been having the hall for like ever, for the last century. So they sort of it's like yeah, it's not the quilters. So just have your feet shoulder width apart, and we're just going to breathe. And we may the reason why I'm this end is we may have to go in the tidgy room with the tables in. Hopefully not, but it's all a bit up in the air because there's new people running the hall now, and the couple that ran the hall before, they've been running it for like 18 years or something, so they've got a lot to live up to. So we're just going to turn our waist, and I can't even remember what we did last time. Can anyone?
Oh gosh, we did lots of this.
We did lots of this.
We did lots of, and then the arms, and then we did lots of different exercises.
Oh, we did lots of qigong exercises for niceness. That was it. Yeah. Okay. It's all coming back. We did. Yeah. I mean, we could do that again. I don't know. We can do. Think.
Did you do the 18 step as well?
I think we might have done the 18 set.
Like the first third.
We did,
at the end.
and then we did the first third of the 24, I think.
Really
And then
in case we get kicked out.
on Friday, yeah, we'll just have to wing it. So have your feet shoulder width apart. Have your head floating up. Relax around the jaw. Keep breathing small, very good. So, yeah, because last time there was the sticky, dancey, the dance people, the keep fit dancers, and then the week before there was the ballroom dancers, and then there was a meeting, and it's all sort of...
Do you think the sticky people will be back again though?
No, it was a one-off. They normally do it on a Tuesday, but for some reason the Tuesdays couldn't happen, so they got thrown in on a Monday. And they normally use the tidgy room, but because we'd sort of booked the tidgy room anyway, I said, well, look, why don't you go in the big room? And it was all a bit up in the air, really, but never mind. So we're just breathing, and we're nice and tall. So on Friday, we were looking at holding postures from the beginning of the form. We just did the first third, and we were holding postures for ages. And it was quite interesting. You were there, weren't you? No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Oh, you were watching it on the video. You'll watch it on the video at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was actually quite fun.
Okay.
Yeah. It sounded like we had a wonderful time. So we're sinking. You go back and down. Have the head floating as your hips sink back and down. And just notice the breath. Go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then open the arms. We're just opening the arms like this. Just feeling the turning the waist. Yeah, so because we weren't having this room all the time, I've kind of specifically asked for it. Because before it was like, you've definitely got the tidgy room, and if the big room's free, we're not going to say anything. But then it just sort of, I thought, no, let's just put the big room. It's only a matter of a couple of quid. Actually, we like space, don't we? We like space, so it's very good. So we're sinking down, we're nice and tall. So yeah, there's been an update on the t-shirts. Mike's really up for some t-shirts, but wants different design. So we could be here another 15 years. So I will encourage, and if you see him on Wednesday, encourage him to. Have you thought about any design yet? We'd really like some t-shirts, but anyway, it's all fine. And then, I mean, you can still practice even if you haven't got one of these t-shirts. You can still practice your Tai Chi. So we're going to do bounce and shake. So we'll start with bounce. So I'll just show that from the side. So we're bouncing, and the bounce, you want to start the bounce in your feet. The bounce starts in your feet. So you want to gently draw the toes in so that you have an arch of the foot, and we're all breathing. And then, oh dear, yeah. And then you feel the bounce all through your body. So your body's nice and connected. And then the other good news is that the weekend of the 23rd, 24th and 25th of September, Rhythm and Moves is back. So yeah, I'll send you the thing as soon as, because we were supposed to do it last year, but we couldn't because of the COVIDs. And then we wanted to do it the year before, but we couldn't because of the COVIDs. We were all, and it's finally come back after a gap. And then shake, 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 shake. So it's a weekend of, it'll basically be sort of qigong with some really nice music. The guy that plays piano, and it will be sort of alternating between moving about, listening to music, moving about, listening to music. Very, very relaxing. It's a really nice retreat centre. The food's excellent, or at least it was when I was last there. And it's just lovely. So we're just shaking. I'll just show that from the back. Just shaking, feeling it all. And then bounce. And then we're going like this. Fantastic. So just have the hands palm down and just tune into the palms of your hands, make them nice and big. Let go in the wrists, let go in the fingers, the palms, the elbows. Let go in the shoulders. Breathing. Oh, fantastic. And then turn the palm up. I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to fiddle around this radiator because that's now boiling hot. I'm going to put that down to actually it's three. I know.
They kick in quite fast, don't
They kick in really quick, those radiators. So now turn, so the palms are up. Yeah. I'm not normally this end, I'm normally cold end. So
I'll go over there.
yeah, that's fine. If you want to be warm, it's lovely over there. And we must remember to put it, oh, it says it there on the thing. Turn radiator down to 2 before leaving. They have to put stickers everywhere in this hall, otherwise people, you know, use force on the foldable door and nick all the teaspoons. So, yeah, there was one sign where apparently 179 items of cutlery went missing. Shocking. Shocking.
That's a lot of crockery.
That's a lot of crockery. Yeah.
Crockery or cutlery?
Cutlery. So a lot of knives and forks. I think it was the teaspoons. So they had to keep buying teaspoons, and then in the end they made a sign saying, "Please return. These are not yours." Okay, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then we do this. So, did we do Iron Butterfly last week?
Yeah, we did.
We did. Okay, I thought we did.
I think we might have done Coiling Dragon as well.
We might have done Coiling Dragon. Okay, that's a nice one
Yeah.
for the back.
Yeah.
Actually, Rising Coiling Dragon.
Yeah.
So I'm hopefully learning some new stuff. I've got a Tai Chi retreat coming up this weekend. And then the week after, I'm doing my Tai Chi for Rehabilitation Part 1. So the first 2 days, it's an 8-day course in total, so I'm doing days 1 and 2 at Birmingham. And then hopefully I'll have picked up the second Shibashi set, because I've been teaching the first set for basically all through lockdown, and never quite got round to doing anything other than the first set. So
Was that the 8th set?
that was the 18.
18.
That was the 18 that we did this morning, for those of you that are here this morning. So we're breathing, and one in front, one behind, and you want to get a good contact, sense of contact through the arms of the body. That's it. Okay, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Marvellous. Great. Okay, let's just check our posture. So, tune into your feet. So just feel the feet, wiggle the toes a bit. We'll just wiggle the toes. We'll have a check in the feet break. Wiggle the toes. Actually, I'll bring that camera a bit closer, because that's a bit, especially for people in Alaska, it must be quite far away. Right, that should be a bit closer now. We've got the arms and the leg. Brilliant. Right, got the arms and the leg. So wiggle the toes. Wiggle the toe. And while you're wiggling the toes, notice what you're feeling underneath your feet. It's exciting, isn't it? Good. So we're wiggling the toes, and then lift up your big toe and press the other toes down. Then press the big toe down and lift the other toes up. This is easier in sandals or bare feet, but this is one that I stole from Evika Scuba. She's really into balance at the moment, so all the exercises that she does pretty much just work your balance really well. She's got excellent balance as well. She's in her 70s now, and she can stand on one leg longer than what I can. She's really good. She can stand, and she doesn't really wobble or anything. She's great. So we're big toe down, other toes up, other toes down, big toe up. Okay, now draw the toes in, stretch the toes out like you're a cat. Draw the toes in, stretch the toes out, draw the toes in, stretch the toes out, draw the toes in, stretch the toes out. Fantastic. One more time. Draw the toes in, stretch the toes out. And then we're going to, I'll show from the side, we're going to sway. Before we sway, we're going to check our posture. So hips are back and down. Our head is floating. The head's floating, the chin is tucked in slightly. So your chin's tucked in, and we're going forwards and back. Yeah, we definitely did Iron Butterfly on Friday, but I seem to think we might have done it on Monday as well.
We did it on Monday.
We did it, yeah, somebody asked for it, didn't they? Yeah. I don't think we did the Garuda on Monday, which is good, because it's really a Friday exercise. I mean, it's a great exercise.
Yeah. Quite like pirates at Penzance.
Oh, that's the one from the Bad One Gin, yeah, with the bear looking around. That's a good one, yeah.
It's Mikado this year.
Who's that with?
Swaffham Bulbeck Operatic Society.
Oh wow, I didn't know they had an
Do
opera.
one every year.
They do one every year, that's
So this
amazing.
year, in June,
Yeah.
it's Mikado.
And do they do it here or do they do it in
They
a...
do it in the big turkey barn in Swaffham Bulbeck.
Oh.
Obviously with no turkeys there. It's very good.
They don't make the turkeys extras then? No.
No.
Okay, and then we sink down just behind the ball of each foot. We're just going to sway from side to side. We'll come back to the loosening in a minute. I'm just getting people in their feet. And we're all breathing. We're all breathing, very nice. So relax the muscles around the hips and the knees and the ankles, and you're just feeling this tall feeling through the body. Okay, and then come back to the middle again, and then this time go round and round in a circle. Keep breathing. So notice the breath. Notice the breath as it comes in. Notice the breath as it comes out. Follow the breath as it comes in and out. And then go in the other direction. Keep breathing. That's it. Sink the hips more. Make sure your knees are nice and soft. This soft, springy feeling. So your knee joints are unlocked. You've got an unlocked knee joint. You're sinking your hips back and down. And then just make some space in your shoulders. Okay, just let yourself come to a stop. And we're all breathing very nice. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we've done that one, didn't we? And then we've not done that one yet, have we? No. Okay. So like when you. So it just gently bounces, gently bounces. So yeah, those of you that sort of rhythm and moves weekends, it starts on a Friday afternoon, and we do a little bit of movement, and then we basically have a sort of hour and a half soaking. That's the healing music he'll play, and then the Tai Chi sessions. The first session is at 7 in the morning on the beach. it's really nice. If you wrap up, it's actually quite nice because you get to see the sunshine coming up on the sea, and it's worth it just for that alone. So
If you're not keeping, it's not cloudy.
if it's not cloudy, if it is cloudy, we don't go on the beach. We go in the garden under some trees. So, but it's a very, very nice thing. And then it's at the Pleasance in Overstrand. It will be there. It's this retreat centre. Very, very nice on the Norfolk coast. Absolutely beautiful cliffs, and there's a light. The beach is lovely if you can get down it. And there was someone that wasn't very good at walking, so we took turns in helping push them back up. So just cooperative, wonderful, really wonderful. So I was very happy to hear that they wanted us back. He's been. It's near sort of Cromer and Munsley, that sort of way. It's round that end of the Norfolk coast. There's the walking route all along it. You can walk. You know. Not sure. I'd have to look at a map, but it's beautiful.
Sounds lovely, yeah. Is it 3 days?
3 days, yeah. Friday afternoon, so probably from about 4 o'clock on Friday to about 4 o'clock on Sunday. So sort of two and a bit days really. And I'll probably be getting there a little bit early because we usually do a bit of recording beforehand. So. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Check your posture. And then turn the waist and just let the arms swing forward and swing back. So yeah, next week is Bank Holiday Monday. The week after I'm in Birmingham, but I will be teaching on Zoom anyway because I thought, well, because my class finishes at 4, which gives me enough time to get to the hotel where I am and either teach from my hotel room or on my phone off. I'll just put it on cellular and teach. It's fine. I thought,
Well, you've got a signal course.
yeah, I would be Birmingham, yeah, it'd be fine.
Interesting room.
Yeah. Because this Friday I'll be teaching from Sheffield, or at least I hope so. Yeah, well, it's Tai Chi, it just sends it everywhere.
Probably won't be moving on Friday. I'm travelling to Harrogate.
Oh,
And I won't be either, 'cause I'm going to Wickham Fen.
ooh,
I go every year on my birthday.
oh yeah, you're having a party in Wickham Fen. Nice.
Oh no, it's just a walk, me and my
Yeah.
mum.
Yeah, that's nice.
Our party's 2 days after.
No, that's great. Yeah, well, you've got to celebrate. Important. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we go like this. Yeah, it's lovely Wickham Fen. I love that place. It's really nice. The only thing it's missing is a really good cafe, but I suppose you've got the Elks quite close.
It's good.
Was it alright? Oh, they've got a cafe there. Oh, when did they get the
Just
cafe?
before lockdown, I think.
Oh,
They up their game.
Is it opened again? Is it back open,
Oh,
the
yes,
cafe?
they were nearly way through. They had a little bar outside, a little
Oh,
stand
okay.
outside for some
Missed
time, didn't they? And
I haven't been for yonks.
Yeah, I've not been for ages, so I've not.
Yeah, it's lovely, but it's very crowded now. So if you want to go on a quiet walk, get there at 9 or earlier.
Wow.
Okay.
I go there a lot. It's one of my favourite places to walk.
Yeah,
But after about 10,
yeah.
especially at the weekends.
Gets quite full. Well, I like Wickham Fen and also the Anglesey Abbey I really like. I think That's brilliant there. Around there, nice walking places. Usually go there with my friend Karen, so...
Yeah, that's lovely there too.
Okay, have a little shake out. Okay, let's do Dragon Serves Teacups. So, demonstration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to do 10. But wait for, yeah, that's all. I'll demonstrate again from the side. There we are. So it's like this. So the hips sink back and the hand comes out, and then you come up like this, and then you go like that. And then you... Fantastic. Right, so have we all got that? Great. So we're in a sort of a horse stance. Actually, let's do this first. Just get the back a bit more mobile, and get that waist working. And we're going to do 10.
Only about 10 to work out what that's going on.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, you've not done it before. Excellent. Oh, this will be brand new for you. Well, you've got lots of people to follow. Well volunteered, everybody. And, yeah. Here we go. So we start like this, and the elbows are forward, like you're a gunslinger. That's it. Now we'll start with this side first. So we turn towards the hand. Now you sink your hips back, this hand comes out, and you're not spilling the tea, and then you come up above the head, and then it comes around, and then back where you found it. Yeah. Then number 2. 2. 3. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's good for the back, good for the shoulders, good for the brain. 5, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dragon Serves Teacup. So the idea with the dragon, hang on, let me just drink this first. I did this live online and it spilled, so I'm not doing that again. So the idea with the dragon serving the teacup is that you don't spill the tea. Don't spill the tea. Now, if you want to practice this at home, Eva recommends that you use a cardboard plate or a plastic plate, not a china one.
I'm sure.
So you can practice it. So when Eva did it, hang on, I'm just going to have a look in the cupboard, see if they've got any plastic
You
plates.
also could stick it to your friend as well, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Glue.
Yeah.
Glue it, yeah. It's not glue. That's like the joke of the spinning plates, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then he drops it or just puts it down and it's still hanging on.
Yeah.
Quite funny.
I couldn't plate, but I found a metal bowl that won't break if I drop it, you see. So if you're practicing at home, you can put the bowl in your hand like that, and then you just, and then it stays up. So if you had like some nuts or fruits in there, the idea is you don't spill any of the fruit. And you know, next time you have your friends round for tea, for a party, you can go, oh, would you like some, here you go, there you are. And then everyone will think you're really cool.
Very nice.
Very good. And,
So I was looking for my wrists and flex of the dragon anymore. It's whizzed round.
Just put your wrist in the right.
It'll go so far.
Yeah.
No, I'm very wet to find it.
and then always put things back where you found them. I put it right back where I found it so I don't get told off by the new people running the hall. So,
How can you get your wrist back?
you like that?
With your...
Yeah, it's because you got stuck.
I think you move your
waist. It's all in the waist and the legs.
Oh yeah, I know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's just that I get to a certain point
Yeah.
and then it just doesn't seem as though my wrists
Yeah, it's because
will-
you want to sink your hips more. If you sink your hips and sink the hips back. Actually, we'll come back to that. Let's do polishing. No, before we do polishing the table, let's do Monkey King Takes a Seat. I think we're going to have one of those classes today, aren't we? we always do. It's all because of Carell's fault. Carell Cascuba. Someone will ask him a question right at the beginning, and then he'll base his entire class around this one thing, and it will make us all go. And it's the same with Mike. He'll sometimes just go off on one and just think. Right. So we're going to do Monkey King Takes a Seat. So take a bit of a horse stance. So just to sort of exaggerate it, just so you can feel that the legs are doing a thing. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we're going to have a high chair first, and then a lower chair. So Monkey King Takes a Seat. This is one I learned from Eva Scuba, and it's another one that what it does, it builds up your leg muscles, which is really good for developing your balance, because we all want good balance. So here we go. So we like this, and the hips go back as the hands come forward, and then you come back upright again. It's good, isn't it? I mean, that's just one, and that's the high chair. So we want the high chair, then we have the lower chair, because you can do the full squat thing, but that's just showing off. So we're going to build our way towards it. And you can, and the other thing she said, look regal. And she said, look regal. So when you come back, so you're sitting on your throne, and then you come back and you want to be very upright. So you really want a good posture, so you want your chin tucked in, you want your eyes gazing forward, softly gazing forward as you listen behind and above. You want good posture along your spine. So this bit hangs down and back slightly, this bit floats, so you get your stretch. So you've got this nice kind of lengthening feeling along the spine. So that was from Eva, so she's... When did she start teaching? 1982. She started teaching in 1982. Carell got there earlier. He started teaching in 1978. So they know things. So you know, even if you don't understand what they're saying, mainly if that Carell don't understand at all. Eva makes loads of sense. So every time I don't understand something, I'll phone her up and say, "Oi, what's going on?" She'll explain. She's brilliant. So you want to have good contact with the feet. That's really important. Good structural integrity. Knees in line with the toes. Sorry I didn't wear my shorts again, it's just too cold. So we'll just have to assume my knees are in line with my toes.
We can see they are.
Yeah, I mean you can see, but it's easier if I've got the shorts on, then you really can. But it's just a little bit character building on my part if I have to wear shorts all the time. So here we go. So we just nice, tall, and then when you come back up, the hips sink, so the head floats up. That's it. Nice regal feel. That's it. Okay, let's do 2 more high chairs, and then we'll try the lower chair. So notice your hips counterbalanced by the hands coming out, and then what I'll do is come back. I'll do it from the diagonal, actually. So here we go. Nice. Okay, once more. Fantastic. Okay, that was so good. We're going to do the lower chair now. There you go. So it's exactly the same as what we've done before, but this time, and again, don't go as low as me, or if that's not low enough, go lower.
I probably won't be doing it.
Yeah. So we just go down a bit more, and then we come back up. We won't do too many of these because, you know, so, you know, I like my students to come back. 3.
It's getting rid of me that you'll find difficult.
Yes, good. And 4. Well, it's been what? Is it coming up for 10 years yet? That's a long time. Okay, so that was Monkey King Takes a Seat. Right, the next one, which is one that Mike learnt in 1983, then forgot all about, and then started teaching it again in lockdown. So it's like this. You turn slightly, and then it's called polishing the table. You polish the table, the hips go back and counterbalance the hands, and then you come back to the middle. You turn, sweep the table, and come back, put it back where you found it. Always come back to the middle, yeah. And the elbows are out slightly. Turn, and we're breathing. We're all breathing very nice. Turn. Okay, let's do one more time each side. And one more time. Marvellous. Okay, and then have a little shake out. And we'll just go back to this one. We're just going to circle the... Get nice and tall. Check your posture. Check the posture. Okay, great. So for the Dragon Serves Teacups, you turn. Now when you do this, at no point is my arm going still. It's moving all the time, so like this. Some people when they do it, they really exaggerate this bit and they get like a back bend, if that helps. But it's all in the way. So if I show that from the side, I'll do it in super slow-mo. So I turn like this, then I sink my hips back, which gives the arm room to just move around naturally around the head. You just move the body. So yeah, the other one that we looked at, which is kind of related, is from Chuan, and is called Turtle Peers Out of Its Shell. Turtle peers out of its shell. So you put your hands on a shelf, and then you sink down like that, and then the hands stay where they are, and you're... It's good, isn't it? Imagine a turtle. So, yeah, the person who comes at 10 o'clock, Dora, she's got a turtle called Bluebell. Dora Gal's got a turtle called Bluebell, so this could be a... Well, she's got a tortoise. So you can just imagine they've got their little paws there and they're just looking out their shell. See how to spy on your neighbours. There we go. So nice and relaxed, that's great. That's great. So it's got that kind of feel, except this time the arms aren't being still at all. They're moving. Just coming round. Excellent. Right. The other version I've done a few versions of this. So you can make the movement very, very big and very exaggerated, or you can make it quite small. If I do the small version, like that, much smaller. But I've still got my waist turning. So you try the Tidgy version. Tiny Dragon works in a crowded cocktail bar. Yeah, I've been doing cultural swaps with a friend of mine. I've been taking my friend to the bird reserve, and he's been taking me to the cocktail bar. I don't actually drink, but I just find it very... There's kind of a lot of similarity, because you get lots of people that are there doing a thing. Mocktails, yeah, I had the mocktails, they were really nice. They were like, Everything seems to have limes in it though.
Mm.
Lime juice.
Strawberries.
Mm. Very nice. So you can have the baby dragon. How we getting on with baby dragon, everybody? Yeah. Okay. What you need to do is eventually don't look at your hand. You feel where it is. If you look what I'm doing, I'm just I'm still monitoring my environment with my eyes, sleepy tiger eyes. So because you know there might be someone there. So really useful if you're busking. You know, you're playing and then you can see someone coming along and you think, and then, because sometimes, every now and then someone will try and nick a quid out and then you just look at them and wink and then they go away. It's quite fun. And then, so you want to be aware of your peripheral vision while you're doing this. Excellent. Right, so there's that one and then there's the super duper big one. So I've also done it with, I think it might have been Alex Cosma. I think so, I'm not sure. Lots of people do Dragon Serves Teacups where you make it really big, so you really exaggerate that, and then you bring it around. And then, and it's quite like, it's like having a big stretch. So you can do, you can do a big version, just to see the different versions. So, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, and then shake hands. Right. So once you've done it that way round, then what happened a few Fridays ago? I was at Barry McGinley's class online. I try and get to it as much as I can. This is an excellent fitness and stuff class. It's very, very good. Very good. Used to teach at the Shaolin Temple in London. He was like the Tai Chi guide for the show. Amazing guy, amazing guy. But he now does it like this. He does it in the other direction as well. So you can then do it in both directions at the same time. You see. But we'll do that Friday. Yeah. What we're doing is we're working both. Because you do a different thing with each hand. Even if you do it wrong, you're exercising your brain. You're exercising both hemispheres of the brain. If you exercise both hemispheres of the brain, 1, it improves your cognitive function. 2, it improves your balance. Even doing it wrong. Oh gosh. Right, let's stop for a water break. Otherwise I'll get told off. Water break. Someone's been drinking tea and put it on the windowsill.
Oh
no. Naughty, these people. Dreadful.
You want a hot drink? We got a couple of those.
They've got a secret stash of tea and coffee. Yeah. Oh my god, that looks really cool. Is that a jacuzzi?
Hot tub.
Oh my god, wow.
That's
Wow.
me in the blue.
Oh, can you do the thing? I'm not
Yeah,
really sure.
that's me with my nephews.
Yeah. And what's that? Is that in Thetford?
Yeah, going.
Oh, I'd love to do that. Did you climb up a tree?
Yeah,
Wow,
a few trees.
that's so cool.
It's kind of a birthday surprise that my mum and my sister cooked up.
No, that's great. That's a very high tree. That's ridiculously high. Oh my god, wow. Wow.
Quite a few bridges to go up to go over and stuff, and some of them
Cool.
are narrow.
Cool, it's like being in the army. Brilliant.
Just a bit.
Yeah. Pretty good for you. That's amazing. No, let's do that now.
I'll just pause the recording or something.
Okay, so let's do some. We've done that one. Let's do Rising Coiling Dragon. That's another one that's really good for backs and shoulders and brains and legs. Yeah, I'll show it. You can mirror or you can do the same as what I'm doing. So we're going to do the basic version. I'm just going to demonstrate. It's a demonstration, observe. So you come up like this, you breathe in, you breathe out. And this is one I learned from Eva. You come out like you're making a round, like you've got a record or something, and then you go like that. Toes up, little finger on the elbow, little finger on the elbow, and then you come up and you go rising dragon, and then you go back, you step into bow and arrow stance, you go coiling dragon. So that's like that. I'll show it from the side for people on Zoom, and then you come back, and then you go to rising dragon, and then you bring your hand back to where you found it, and then you do the other side. Little finger on the elbow, do a rising dragon, coiling dragon, rising dragon. So we'll just give that a go. So the try it out as a thing, and then we'll break it down. So rising dragon. So you have your feet shoulder width apart. Check your posture. So you want to feel the hips sink back and down. You just breathe in, breathe out. So I'm doing my right. So if you're facing the same way I am, you're on the right. If you're facing opposite, you're on the left. So turn your hands around. Now lift up your left hand, left foot. But we're both right, baby. Yeah. And then go into cat stance. Then you go like this, open the arm, rising dragon, and feel the front of your body stretch. Now turn to the leg that you're balancing through. Now step with your front leg, transfer the weight, coiling dragon. That's it. And just breathe naturally. Now sink back, turn, rising dragon. Then you bring the hand back and you bring the foot back. And then we do it with the right side. Unless you're on my side, we'll do the left. They're doing the right, we're doing the left. Okay, here we go. Right foot forward, or left foot in our case. That's it. And we go rising dragon. Turn. Step. Into bow and arrow stance, put your weight forward. Coiling dragon. Rising dragon, come back to cat stance, and then back. Okay, let's do one more each side. Rooster stance, cat stance, rising dragon. Turn, step, bow and arrow stance, transfer the weight, coiling dragon. Sink back. Cat stance, rising dragon, very good. Come back. Other side, rooster stance, so that's toes up. Cat stance, toes down, rising dragon. Coiling dragon. Rising dragon. And back. And then you breathe in, raise the hands up. Breathe out. Yeah, rising coiling dragon. Was that?
Very nice.
Any questions?
Yeah, that's not really.
Excellent.
It's the transition from the
Yeah,
rooster
stance to.
to the cat. Is it that simple?
Yeah, you just start there, and then you just put your toes down.
That's literally
it. Yeah, it's a lot simpler than you think. And then that opens that shoulder, and then you stretch up, and then it's like stretch. It's like open close. So you got stretch, stretch, and then you step, and then it kind of releases a bit. And that is this exercise. If you just go like that, we'll just do this actually. Down. So stretching between heaven and earth. Stretching between, it's a variation of stretching between heaven and earth. Except for the dragon, you put your hand behind the back. So that comes around there, and that gives you a bigger stretch. You'll notice it feels stretchier by doing that. So do it behind, but it's in the same place, really, but it's just further round back. And then when you're doing the the Coiling Dragon. So from Rising Dragon to Coiling Dragon, the Coiling Dragon, you're in bow and arrow stance, and then the hands come around like that. I'll show you from the side. The hands come around like that, and you can actually turn slightly as well to get an extra twist. And then you come up. There's a bigger version of this where you actually, rather than do it from the front, you do it from side to side. So we'll work towards that. We won't do that today because it's your brain, you know. This is bad enough, but just so you can see what you're aiming for. And it's really good for the brain. It's really good for the shoulders. It's really good for the back. Yeah, that's nice. And it's a health exercise, so it works the spine, works your spine as well. Yeah, let's do another one. Just while I'm on a bit of a roll, we'll do Phoenix turns its head. So this is another one I've learnt from Erica Scuba. She knows all these really good ones that kind of good for the spine, good for your posture. So again, you need to be aware of where your elbow is. So that turns there, then you make a nice round shape, then you turn the hands over a bit more. So this looks like an Egyptian hieroglyph, and then you look down towards your heel. And then you come back. So there's this bit in the middle. I'll come a bit closer to the camera. There's this bit in the middle, like that. Just turn around. So you've got the elbows together, like you're holding a tray of unwanted Easter eggs. You know, throw them. I don't want to look another Easter egg in the face. I just no. It's like, oh, I've got you an Easter egg. No, not another one. So yeah. So you turn your foot in, you turn your foot out. So they're sort of along a diagonal parallel line. And you're like that. Elbow, a little finger on the elbow. Then bring this hand back. Then point the fingers forward, point the fingers back. Then look down. Yeah. And then you come back. So turn the foot. It's the feet. The feet kind of do this. The feet do that. And I'll do we'll forget the arms. We'll just do the legs. Because whenever taught this to us on Zoom, she got us just doing the feet first. So you turn. So me and Amy are turning our right foot in, and then our left foot out, and then you transfer, and then you slightly lean forwards like that, slightly, and then you look that way. Then you come back to the middle. That turns in, that turns out, lean slightly. So slightly, and then you look down to the opposite foot. That's the body movement. And then look. So, getting the feet like that. And then the hands just are following what the legs and what the waist's doing. So you just, and then a nice round shape. She was quite insistent on that. Then you turn, then you turn, then you turn your head. And then you come back. So you don't often in Tai Chi look down on the ground. It's not sensible. But for this, because we're exercising our necks, it's okay. But that's what, there we go. Right, and then we come back up. So that was Phoenix turns its head. Phoenix turns its head. Okay, let's just make a bit more room in our shoulders. So we're going to do Peng waves its wings. So the Peng is a giant, colourful, mythological bird. And apparently, because I was asking Eva, what is this Peng? Because I'd not really heard of it. And she said, legends says that one flap of the Peng's wing covers half of the earth. And then the other one, so imagine all this ginormous bird, and each of your wings covers half the planet. like it. I just think it's great. It's very kind of reassuring. And we're just going to do one wing at a time. So you open your shoulder joint, and then you turn the waist, and you come forward and up, and you keep this extension, and we're breathing, and we're just feeling that come down. That's it. And imagine this is the wing, and you're making a nice breeze to go all over half of the earth. And notice what you feel in your foot, notice what you feel in your back, notice what you feel in your shoulder joint, and notice your breathing. I don't think we're going to get a chance to do the four corners. Sorry. But this is all useful stuff because it will give you a nice body that moves correctly. So when we do get to do the more complicated things.
Got 20 minutes.
We've got 20 minutes. Yeah, we've got 20 minutes. And one more time. That was wonderful. That was so good. We're going to do it with the other arm. Otherwise, we'll be lopsided when we leave. So we want to always make sure you practice both sides if you're practicing at home, because you'll know if you've only done one side, because one side will feel all lovely and relaxed and the other side will be like, it'll be horrible. So nice and tall. Remember, you are a ginormous mythological bird. Yeah, here we go. So it's got a regal feel to it as well. It's got this real. We are big birds, not big birds, but
That's my favourite.
I like Big Bird. I think Big Bird's brilliant, honestly.
Yeah, my favourite.
Yeah. And you should hopefully feel that you've got a bit more room now in your body. So we're slowly working our way towards the 24 step. So on Friday's more advanced class, we were exploring posture and structure, because that's fantastic. Okay, let's. So by one of the important things in Tai Chi is knowing what your feet are doing, that everything's in the right place and stacked up correctly, and that everything's stacked up correctly and everything's correct, and you're also paying attention to how you're moving, what you're moving, and your environment all at the same time. So you're very, very present and very kind of grounded. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the first third of the 24-step form, and I think probably.
Where are you heading? Do I need to go over there?
I'm just thinking, because I'm normally that end and everyone's down. Now my brain has got to do. Oh dear, hang on.
I think last time I was over there and.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Amy, if you could come over there a bit, and we're facing that way, and then.
Do you have it behind you? Because I don't want to put you on.
If you go in the middle, actually, if you go in the middle, and then you've got, and Amy, if you go over there, and then we've got the bigger. We'll go a second, and we'll right. So what we're going to do, and then we've all got someone to follow. So what we're going to do is just breathe in. We'll go through it at a sort of snail pace. Breathe in and breathe out. Well, I'm going to mirror, then I'll turn around you. We come up, turn. Turn your right foot in. I will turn around. Turn your right foot in. Now, transfer the weights into the right foot as you push out with the left hand. Then you gather under and hold the ball. So we're just doing the first third of the form. So you step, heel toe, transfer the weight, part wild horse's mane. That's it. Sink back and turn, sink forwards. Step, part the wild horse's mane. Sink back and turn, sink forwards. Then one more time, step, part the wild horse's mane. Sink back and turn, sink forward. Now this time, cat stance. I'll go back a little bit because I'm going to run out of camera space. Now this time I will demonstrate, I'll mirror. This time side step, grasp the sparrow's tail, white crane spreads its wings. So you've got 20% of the weight in the front foot, then you drop your right hand, drop your left hand to hold the, what should we have this time? Grapefruit, because we're healthy. And then brush knee and push. Sink back and turn, sink forwards. Brush knee and push. Sink back and turn, sink forwards. Brush knee and push. This time, spear hand. So raise the heel of the right foot, spear hand. Cut down. Bring the toes in. Up and down. Step back and repulse the monkey. 1, 2, 3, step, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, step out and back, 3, 4. One more time, 2, 3, 4. That is the first third of the 24-step form. So, just a few sort of things. Make sure when you're doing your part of the wild horse's mane, brush knee and push, and step back and repulse monkey, you've got a big enough stance. And in fact, anything maybe over-exaggerated is for the first bit. So, like for example, brushing in. If you look at where my feet are in relation to the tram lines, I'm giving myself a lot of room to balance in. This is not a combat stance. This isn't what we'd use for fighting because the legs too. It'd be a lot more. Those of you that come on a Friday, we're a lot more like this, and we only plant our feet when we're doing our punching. And this is more for practicing and getting a good centre of balance. So then when you go to the more upright stances, then you've got better balance when you're moving around them. So when you're doing part of the wild horse's mane, you want a woo-chi gap between your heels when you step. Yeah. And when you're doing step back and repulse the monkey, if I'll just show that from this side, it goes 1, 2. Now not everybody does that turn, that's just a particular affectation of this school. You can actually just step like that, but you want to make sure you've got a big, so if you were to step backwards, you'd be in Wu Chi again. So you want to avoid tiny stances, you want to get a nice big stance. You can always make it smaller again later. So we'll work on the feet. You need your feet. You really need to work your feet. I think it's the same in all the forms. Actually, one of my friends teaches a Chen Man Ching form, and they're always. It's all about knowing where your feet are going, especially those of you that come on the Wednesday, the Chen, and then also the Monday morning class, Chen form. Let's try. Engaged, yeah. So if we all go that end, we're just going to do the 4-part walking pattern, so when we run out of camera space, and then we're going to do the 4-part walking pattern backwards. So demonstration, so I'm starting with my left foot, so you go 1, heel, toe, then you transfer your weight, then you sink back, turn to the corner, these knees are bent, and I'm looking with my sleepy tiger eyes, and I go forward, and then this steps in, 1, 2. I think I was a bit tardy starting, wasn't I? I was at least 5 minutes late, so we'll spill over till 35 past and hope we don't get kicked out by irate WI people, or don't mess with the WI, they're terrifying. So heel, toe. Well, I really liked it. I was at Melbourne W. I got some really nice jam. It's fantastic. They had like proper tea and everything. It was just wonderful. So yeah, very very happy about that. And then we'll just.
So WI got to take men now?
I think. I don't know. I think maybe because I know the brownies and the scouts you can have either, which makes sense. I think. Yeah, you can have boy brownies.
I knew you had in scouts, but didn't know.
I think you can have boy brownies, at least I think so.
It was all girls.
I think it's like a law now.
I think so, because of the sexism thing, you know.
Yeah.
I think that'd be quite cool. I wouldn't mind. Well, there's this man's only thing in London, and they were moaning about it. Like, okay, now turn the foot in. So now you're in cat stance. Now what you want to do is the foot wants to go back and out. Toe, then the heel, then you neaten up your foot. So you should have a gap between the heels. So you turn, you're in cat stance. Now you want to go back and out. Really almost exaggerate the out bit. Put the foot down, then transfer your weight. And then check that you've got a nice big gap between those heels. So you turn, step out and back. Toe, heel. So when you're going backwards, it's toe, then the heel. There we go. And we're you know, you might be on hold. Your call is very important to us. Stick it on loudspeaker, do some Tai Chi walking. It will fly by, seriously. I've done it myself. I thought, picked a Tai Chi exercise, and then I thought, brilliant, this is really exciting. And then you actually want to be on hold. So, the reason why you do that, I won't show on person because that would be mean, but I'll use this chair. It's a leg trick. So if I had a mic with me, I'd be able to show. But you put your foot there, and then you sit back, and then you've got your, you know, so that's all a lot of footwork. And when you see cat stance. That's when you see cat stance, that's a kick. And then a lot of the footwork, so you step, that could be moving something out of the way. So that's why feet are very important. And now rooster stance, boom. So you've gone down there, shin bone onto that foot. Yeah, I knew you'd like that one. You've got to watch these vicious. It's very good. It's very good at punching now. Let's just shut that. It's not properly shut. That's better. Oh. Someone could have broken in and stolen all the teaspoons. Well, you know, it goes. Like there was one, and then they got back and Mike was looking really distressed. I go, you all right, Mike? The Mike that runs the hall, well, was running the hall, he's now who's now retired. They're going on holiday for the first time in 18 years. Amazing. And he turned up and went, "There's only one of these jugs left. I bought 3. And then they came back. I said, "I'll put a notice out and say, no questions asked, please return our jugs." And then they, the next day, they were outside. So someone must have gone home with them. Very good. So, so we were looking at slow motion, and then you sink back, and then you, nice round shape, and then we just pause there for a bit. So we're going to do some very, very slow, we're still on hold. I was on hold for like half an hour, because I had to ask something for it. And I just thought, right, that's it, I'm doing some Tai Chi. I just did my Tai Chi, the 2-part walking pattern up and down the room, while I was listening to the twinkly twangly music, you know. My call's important. I thought, well, it's not that important, is it? You know. Anyway, so we'll just, your call is important, but not that important. Step, heel toe. Now, hold that posture in the back. So you're in the back leg. Now transfer to the front leg. Part the wild horse's mane. Now the way Mike does it is he keeps his thumb tucked in. And then you've got a round shape in the right hand and then up. Now we sink back. Turn to hold the ball. Very nice. Turn out. And we'll just hold that a bit. And this is like a rooster stance almost. So you want your weight back. Now put the weight forward. Now step. And out. Heel toe. So you're in the back leg, now you're in the front foot. And think of this pushing and this rising up. So there's a communication thing happening between your hands. Now you sink back, you turn, hold the ball. Keep the weight back. Now sink the weight forward and then just swing the back leg in and out. And then we go like this. Okay, now this time we're going to go to cat stance. Hold it in cat stance. Step out to the side, side step, heel, toe. Weight 50-50, grasp the sparrow's tail, that's it. Now transfer your weight, and then cat stance again, 20% of the weight in the front foot. So white crane, spread its wings. So imagine a beautiful white crane, and now you drop your hand down, right hand down, left hand over, brush your knee and push. So you brush the knee, step, heel, toe. Transfer your weight now, push. Sink back, hold the ball. So just hold that for a bit, check your posture. Now sink forwards, step. And we'll just stop. So you should feel that were your steps a bit bigger? Doing it slower, would that help? Yeah. We'll just stick with the first third again. Yeah, have a look at step back and pulse the monkey. So I'm going like this. So I turn like this, go like this. This isn't actually how I do it when I practice at home. This is the sort of beginner way of doing it. So the important thing is this hand stays out. You're like keeping something at bay, and then it swaps. So especially when you're going backwards, you don't want to do this. when you go backwards. You want to stay out. When you get your feet right, then it swaps round. 1, 2, 3, 4. So really get your legs going. Oh gosh, right, come round into a circle. I'm just getting into that. It's dreadful. It's all the time go. It's ridiculous. So we must put the turn radiator down to 2 before leaving, just in case we missed it. So we'd better do that. Should we do that now? Do that first. They're on 2. It's live on Zoom. That's on 2. Just in case the hall police they come in. No, they're not there. Brilliant. So yeah. So feet. Contact with the ground, and we're nice and tall. Yeah. Own your space. Very, very important for us ladies to own our space and feel comfortable owning our space. You know, I don't know if you noticed the recent news thing. I thought, yes, there is still a need for me to feel comfortable with owning my space. Oh, there's a surprise. So, really, really good. You just want to, feel that you're very big. I was hoping to do some of the standing exercises, but never mind. We'll start with them next time. So it'll be on Zoom in 2 weeks, because next week is bank holiday, everything shuts. If I pick up something useful from the various teachers and things I'll be hanging out with for the next 3 weeks, actually, I've got someone we've got a lot of. So it'll be a bunch of very, very highly respected long-term practitioners. They're usually useful for a thing or two, and then I'm spending the week, 2 days learning off of Mark, the boss of the Tai Chi Union, no less. And then I'm hopefully spending the day with Corel Kaskuba and getting very confused by him. He's very good at that. And
Corel 72.
he's 72 or 3 or something, and the Eva's maybe a year younger. But her balance is better though, because she does all the balance exercises and she practices more than Corel as well. It's just that he's one of these super geniuses at, you know, when you get people that are really good at something. So he doesn't really know how to explain what he's doing, because he's naturally doing it, whereas Eva's had to get there. So that's why I prefer learning off her. Because it's like she can show you how she got from A to B, whereas Corel often will just say, oh, do this. And then you'll watch him and you can't work out what on earth he's doing. But it's fun, he's an amazing practitioner. So between them you get some pretty good tuition actually. Really, really good. So we're nice and tall. Okay, let's do sun and moon. Yeah, I've not done that one for a while, so I've got sun. Oh. And moon. It's called Go Ape. I might check it out. That looks fun. I love trees. I like.
It helps if you've got a good head for heights as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay. I mean, I still climb trees, so yeah, not very well, but I'll go up them a bit. It's just like one of my. Well, as ever, Corel, they were saying, you know, you should still be climbing trees and crawling. So it's very good for. They spent. I was at a seminar with them. What could have been because of their grandkids, but they got everybody to. Hands and feet crawling. It was really hard work. They're going, well, see, that's why babies are so strong. And we're like, So. Okay. Tai Chi symbols. So we come up, we come around. The best thing is just to follow the arm movements rather than worry about the picture. I just find it easier just to do the arm movements. So this is one of my favourite exercises. Again, I stole it from Eva Kaskuba, she's amazing. But it's very good, it works your balance, it works your arms, works your brain. We're sticking with a nice version. Okay, and then we'll do one more and then we'll move on to Plum Blossom Falls Left and Right, because that's another one that I absolutely love. I think it's a wonderful move. So next time you see the blossom, imagine the blossom falling side to side. It's great, isn't it? Really love the imagery. So the blossom's still there a bit. It's not as good as it was a couple of weeks ago, but you get the idea. And then you just come around, that's it. Just imagine a beautiful blossom and the sunshine and birds and loveliness. And, oh. I'll send Peter, the guy who's the head of the Rhythm and Moves weekends, I'll send him an email and say, have you done the poster yet? Do you know what it costs? Can you tell me? And then I will email it to everybody. And we can all go, it would be a scream. It would be wonderful. Like every time I go to the weekend, I just feel so good because I just love the way he plays his piano and it's just wonderful. I might see if we can do it on Zoom for anyone that's sort of. Yeah, just a little. We could do like a little Zoom bit for the. Okay, go to the top and then down. That's lovely. Okay, embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. So we're just breathing in, regulating the breathing, calming the mind, softening the muscles. Yeah, that robin you can hear outside, it was singing away this morning as well. It's got really nice tunes on it. And one more time, and then we better have super young faces. So, rub the hands together and polish the face. So this one I learned of Master Chuan, who says this helps you to look younger. This might be the week it works. And then, oh lovely, rub the hands together and then give your lower back as well. And that one's for health and longevity. Health and longevity with a bounce. Do it with a bounce. Oh, that's so nice. Excellent. So yeah, we'll plug away with the feet, I think, and structure. I think structure's good. If you get your structure right, then when you do the movements, they will work better. So that's important. I'll ask Eva as well if she reckons that's still a good thing to do. That's where she was at, and she knows more than me, so I just follow her. Okay, here we go again. Embrace the tiger. Return to the mountain. So you're returning to the mountain, your place of stability, strength, resilience and peace. Yeah, it's alright, isn't it? Yeah, we got there. Fantastic. Make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, feet together and bow. And give yourselves a clap. That was amazing. Really well taken. Well done. Right, okay, I will stop the video now. Stop the video.